With Hot Wheels being the biggest car manufacturer on the planet, making about an average of 2 million cars per day, it's no surprise that there are levels to this. Alright, there's layers to this. And today we're going to be talking about each and every single level when it comes to Hot Wheels. Starting off at level 1, we have mainlines. Pretty much whenever you think of Hot Wheels, this is what you picture of. The iconic blue package with the logo on top and a 3D model of the car right beneath it. Pretty much any car that you dream of ever owning has at least one model in this level, with some even in-house designs. With some of these in-house design castings, some of them have cool features to them. On top of this, there are some special editions like treasure hunts and super treasure hunts. These just have a little bit more detail on the decals and usually have a casting to be made out of metal on metal. With super treasure hunts, they will have these rubber wheels called wheel riders, which is just a cherry on top. You can tell if a car is a treasure hunt or a super treasure hunt if there's a flame logo on the back of it. A silver flame for treasure hunts and a gold one for super treasure hunts. They also have different kinds of sets or series in this level, like cars that can change colors, transport trucks, and even larger scale variants that just came out this year. At level 2, we have the silver series. These are more of a bridge between mainlines and premiums, coming out just recently a few years ago, since people were saying that the price of premiums were becoming a little too much while the production quality for mainlines was getting worse and worse, or at least it seemed like it was. Usually Silver Series comes in themed sets, having 5 or 6 cars, and they're based around a certain subject. Most of the time these themes are around a certain manufacturer, like an anniversary date, different types of car cultures, and even various popular media. In one set they'll usually have one car that is a metal on metal body, meaning that the body and chassis is fully made of metal. On top of that, there are special kinds of wheels that are only used for this series. However, these are just plastic wheels, just like most mainline cars are. I should also mention that the Silver Series is actually a Walmart exclusive set. You can only get them at any Walmart store, and almost every store has their own set of exclusives. Target, for example, has Hot Ones and Ultra Hots. These are a retro-based theme series from the 80s and 90s. Recently, the Hot Wheels XL series are Target exclusives as well, sadly. Amazon has mostly track exclusives like Crisscross Crash and Super Lane Set. On top of this, every store has their own exclusive color sets. Walmart has the same series. Target has red editions. Dollar General doesn't have a specific name, but they have green and yellow themed car sets. And that's about it. At level 3, we have premiums. These are castings that were made to cater towards adults and young adults of Hot Wheels. With most of the castings in this level being licensed cars. License means that Hot Wheels had to get the rights to use and were not made in-house. The last time that in-house designs were in the premium series was for the Jurassic World set back in 2022, being Breadbox, Combat Medic, and the Hot Wheels Tour Bus. Every single casting in this level is fully metal. The body and the chassis are made entirely of metal. The body has more detailed graphics like headlights and taillights. With the return of rubber wheels from level 1 with the super treasure hunts, every casting will have rubber tires, and these rubber tires will actually have treads on them if you look closely. More recently, Hot Wheels has introduced the premiums to what is called chase pieces. Think of these kind of like super treasure hunts from level 1. Instead of more details like super treasure hunts do, these are all black castings with one car from each theme set, with some exceptions like the Rexy having a pink chase piece. And for the 10th anniversary of premiums this year, all chase pieces are in gold. Also, to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Fast and Furious, the chase pieces for these sets have a Spectre Flame Edition paint scheme on them. Pretty much the only difference between the regular ones. You can find these cars by seeing what number they are. If it says 0 out of 5 or 6, then it's a chase piece. But just like the main lines, there's even larger scale variants, but I don't know who in their right mind is paying almost $30 for these. Carry on. At level 4, we have the RLCs, an acronym that stands for Redline Clubs, a way to homage the redline wheels that Hot Wheels used to have. These are website exclusive cars that started off in the early 2000s, with a couple of various types. The first type is in this special packaging that once again pays homage to the original packaging of Hot Wheels, sort of. Then you have these kinds that are in special acrylic cases that comes in these detailed cover boxes. Then you have a series called the Elite 64, in which all of these series are highly detailed, with headlights, taillights, detailed engine base, and even more detailed decals. With the Elite 64 series exclusively, this series has removable parts. Like this Lamborghini has a removable rear bumper, and you can see the engine and the exhaust system more clearly. However, these are not the only things on this level. On the Mattel Creations website, they will drop certain special editions from time to time. At the beginning of each year, they will drop a Super Treasure Hunt set, where then these have every single treasure hunt from the previous year. And then they will drop what is called a Factory Seal set. Basically, this has all 250 mainline castings from the previous year, with every single treasure hunt, super treasure hunt, along with every mail-in car as well, in which every packaging will have a factory sealed sticker on it. What are mail-in cars? Well, I glad you asked, because at level 5 we have mail-ins. Mail-ins are a more exclusive series. Basically throughout the year, certain stores like Walmart, Target, Kroger, Dollar General, and then at one point Kmart will host a promotion with Hot Wheels. Basically, you just have to buy a certain amount of Hot Wheels from their store in a certain time frame, like $20, and then you have to mail in your receipt, and then in return you'll get this exclusive Hot Wheels car. There's nothing too crazy about these. These are on the same level of detail as the RLCs, but these are one level higher since it requires a couple steps to get them. First, you have to go to the store, buy $20 worth of Hot Wheels, mail in the receipt, and depending on the store, you either have to ship the cardboard packaging as well, and then you have to wait for your exclusive car to come in the mail. At level 6, we have convention cars. It's no surprise that Hot Wheels even has conventions, some more being open to the public, like the Legend Store, while the rest being more like Black Friday in order to get tickets for. These are events that Mattel most of the time will sponsor, where people come and meet together, talking about Hot Wheels, trading in Hot Wheels, and even meeting some of the designers from time to time. And also during this time, people attending can have a chance to buy these exclusive cars. In terms of quality, pretty much they are similar to RLCs. Mostly people are buying these just for the exclusive card art and how very limited the quantity are. With the Legend Store exclusive cars, those are much more easier to get, since they have it where you can just buy them online, except for one car, where you do have to be there in order to get it. Just like the mail-in cards, you have to buy $25 worth of Hot Wheels or $25 worth of Mobile One products in order to get it, while for the rest, you do not have to be at the event, which is such a shame since you can't see these beauties in real life. And finally, at level 7, we have the employee exclusives. So this is the only level to where the public cannot buy these cars. You have to be an employee from Mattel in order to receive these cars, or be an employee from another company to receive them. So you know how companies will give their employees cars to celebrate certain milestones or around the holidays, or at least that's what they used to. Mattel doesn't do that. Mattel will give their employees a special edition car, usually to celebrate the holidays like Christmas, celebrate birthdays for their employees, and even certain milestones like how many years you've worked with Mattel. Now for employees from other companies, that's where they really shine. Every year in New York, an event called the Toy Fair will be hosted, where pretty much all the biggest toy companies will show off their latest products. With Hot Wheels, they will give people Toy Fair exclusive cars. These are majority in acrylic cases, with the one exception being the 2005 Old 442 casting. These castings are on the same level of detail as the premiums, just more detailed decals and rubber wheels, but these castings do not have moving parts, unlike the RLCs and the convention cars. With just how exclusive it is to obtain these cars, it makes them sought after for a lot of collectors. Oh, you thought we were done? No, we have a secret level called prototypes. Before a Hot Wheels car gets to inside of a store, it has to go through a long, tedious 18-month process of design. Within that time, multiple various prototypes will be made before finalizing. Now, in order to get these, you have to know someone in Mattel, or just get really lucky on eBay. Nowadays, prototypes are 3D printed since it's just easier to make, but a while back, prototypes used to be made out of Barbie skin, more commonly known as Barbie skin prototypes. These are made from the same material as the Barbie dolls are, which kind of sounds morbid when you first hear about this, but these are used before a more finalized prototype is made, being made out of metal, and these prototypes are used to make the mold for the casting, to which a casting will start being mass produced. So that was the 7 levels of Hot Wheels. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, sub, and all that stuff. And here's another video that YouTube thinks you'll like. Bye bye.